Everybody. I should have cleared my throat before going live. We're here today. We're going to be playing some Fortnite. Maybe some Rivals. Parentheses in Aether. There's a lot that we could be doing today. I really don't know. I need to do something today. Not quite sure what that is, but we need to do something today. I sat here. I sat here for like 15 minutes, just making sure, like, okay, is there anything I forgot before I go live? Is there anything I forgot? And I was like, nope. Like, pretty much the entirety of the 15 minutes was just standing around, like, just floating, not really doing anything. The moment I hit go live, I realized, like, oh, I need to make sure I have some water. Oh, I need to make sure I take my medicine for today. Oh, I need to make sure that the book's in the right spot. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. Safe to say, I failed in remarkable fashion. So, oh well. Oh well. But it's fine. I didn't really have like a huge urge to stream today per se. I just really wanted to make some progress on the book. You know, I didn't really want to stream today. I wanted to read the book. The book that I've been reading. I want to read it some more. Oh. I was also thinking as I was sitting here, man, I need another source of caffeine. Like, I'm like, man, I really just jumped into this thing head first. I'm really not prepared to be streaming at all right now. But the Lord provides, chat. The Lord provides, because I accidentally left some from like last night that I'm sure is fine, that I could just drink without any issues whatsoever. And so I'm going to open it. Maybe you can hear it. Yeah. And let's go ahead and get started. So, if I remember correctly, we're on chapter 3. Yes, we are. All right, one more clear throat for good measure. That's just a cough. That's not what I wanted. Off to a great start today, ladies and gentlemen. Open envelope representing that of a message. I've got a great girlfriend, but I can't really talk about her to my other friends, so I wondered if I could talk about her to you. I'd really like it if you could say things like, "She sounds nice," from time to time while you're listening. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. A client wants me to listen to them talking about their great girlfriend. The request is from a woman. Not many people know she's a lesbian. She'd try coming out to someone, but they ended up saying things that really upset her. They didn't mean to, but she found it hard to carry on talking. She contacted me because she thought I wouldn't say anything that would upset her. Since I started this Do Nothing service, I've been surprised to discover that there are so many things people want to talk about, but can't. At least, they can't talk to people they know. They talk to me, though. People I don't know at all. People who, at best, I might have sat opposite on a train or brushed past in a crowd, will talk to me about very personal matters. As I've said, I receive many listening requests, and when I listen, I normally give only minimal responses. Even if the client hasn't specified what they want me to listen to, I often find myself doing just that. They might ask me to join them for an activity, going to a pop concert, a karaoke place, or maybe a pharmacy, and on the way they'll start telling me about their jobs and interests, and what they feel in their daily lives. Perhaps they're worried I won't like silence. They remind me of actors on a stage. In reality, of course, they're just walking or driving a car, but to me, they seem to be standing in a spotlight. Even when they're describing tiny details of their lives, it's as though they're telling me a dramatic story. For that moment, they have the magnetism of a real actor on a real stage. Often I find myself listening so intently that we arrive at our destination without me even realizing. It's a good little first paragraph. I want to make sure I don't get shot down from the sky, so I'm just going to start auto gliding that way. So let me angle it. Yep. And hello, BL. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying the fishing. I didn't see what you caught. I was too busy divulging into these delectable pages. Looking caked up. Thank you. I'm assuming you're referring to my Fortnite skin, Monkey. Ooh, a victory crown. Not getting that. Caught a dino nuggie? Nah, you? You know what's crazy, Bill? You caught a dino nuggie. Okay. I had those for dinner today. I went to get, like, chicken nuggets at Walmart, and they only had dino nuggies, so I got those instead, and I had them today. They're so small, and it's like 90% breading. It's just not, like, it's not worth it anymore. It's not worth it anymore. I'm just gonna say it's not worth it anymore. They ruined everything I love, BL. Ooh, okay. I'm just gonna land in this house real quick. Ooh, why is VSync off? I'm not a big fan of that. Go ahead and cancel me. I like VSync on. Screen tearing just makes me wanna blah. Settings. Fish. What'd you get? Oh, that's 3 exclamation marks. A golden crown. That's legendary. It's legendary, BL. Why is this off? Screw you, game. Turn that shit on. I got my victory. Woo! Yeah. That's the rarest thing I've seen driven. Not driven. Fished up so far. That's probably the rarest thing I've seen. Which, that thing is twice as more common as that one picture of Cannon Red, so to put into context. Okay, I'm trying to find a spot I can just, like, hide. Some of these buildings will have, like, a little roof attic area that I can break into, but these don't seem to. Ugh. I've only read, like, 2 paragraphs. I gotta get back to it. Oh, this person knows I'm here. We're chill, though, right? We're chill? Me. Just go ahead and drop those. I don't need those. Okay, that'll be nice. I kind of messed up, chat. I kind of messed up. I should have, like, just landed in... Ooh, perfect. Here we go. Finally, I can read. Often, I find myself listening so intently that we arrive at our destination without me even realizing. I've never felt this kind of thing with people I know. With friends, even if you're chatting away with anything better to do, or without anything better to do, you don't reveal everything. And you don't talk about yourself non-stop. You want to give the other person a chance to speak. So you ask them how things are going and listen to what they say. You have to keep a balance to maintain the relationship. Just meeting once allows people to get up on stage without embarrassment. To me, it seems like a new way of relating to people. It's not just listening to requests that put me in a role that would normally fall to a close friend or relative. I've been asked to accompany somebody as they file divorce papers, to say goodbye on a railway platform, to wait at a marathon finishing line, and to pay a hospital visit. People make such requests quite often. What is it that they want from me? A complete stranger. Oh, I gotta get to the store. Gosh. Not a lot of reading going on right now, chat. Is there a way up? Yeah, there's a zip line. Ooh. Ooh. I just wanted to pick up the rifle for only a brief moment, just to feel something. Feel anything, man. Let me in the water. Almost hit that lily pad. That would have sucked. Boing. The fact that there's a limit on how big the lily pads can be. They don't see me. They don't see me. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way he didn't see me. You're joking. You're freaking joking. Don't use that if I don't have to. Okay, a car would be nice. So many things would be nice right now. A hug would be nice. So this one has one kind of, but can I even jump up there? I can. Okay, I just gotta... Yeah, no, it's not happening. Wait. Can I parkour up the tree? Oh. Okay, I made top 25, so no matter what, I'm gonna be making progress here. Let's be friends. Please let me get up there. Okay, just live. Just live, God bless it. Go. Should I use this health hat? You know what? Yeah. There's a lot of times where I'll survive, like, I'll be able to run away with only, like, 20 health. So, that 20 health will make a difference. Okay, well, gotta get running. Run. Okay, one launch pad. Let's go. 2 words. I got 2 words for you, buddy. Run and fish. I'm screwed. Look at that movement boost. It only cost me 10 health. Oh, shit. The power creeper is crazy, bro. Oh, car. In a spot that I can't really... You know what? No, I can get up. I have time. Hashtag Kluge. If I go up here. Look at me go, chat. Okay, so let's go right in the middle. Or maybe I should chill on the outskirts. Oh. Oh. Ah! Cool, cool. It's a car meet. I had to drive slow. I had to make sure I didn't hit anybody. Okay. It's nice to be friends, you know? But you gotta have friends. Teaming, I'm calling the cops. Well, you know. You're probably right. You know, you're probably right. All things considered, you're probably right. Ooh, this could be fun. I could, like... Look at that, chat. Got my eyes all over the door. Look at that, chat. I can read. Let them rush B and then TK. Okay. I'll do that, BL. Ooh. Got something stuck in my throat. I literally lifted up the book and then, ugh. Terrible luck all around today, chat. When people ask me to listen to them, the topic is often something that they feel they can't talk to other people about. Here's a case I remember well, where the subject matter seemed particularly sensitive. The initial inquiry was, there's something to do with my upbringing that I feel very sad about. I can't tell anyone else, so if possible, I'd like to tell you. Sometimes when people want me to just listen, we go to a cafe, but when it's a very private matter, I often go to their homes. This was one such case. It was just before Christmas, and the streets were bright and bustling as I walked towards the client's home. Get out of there, SpongeBob! Speaking of homes, my home was just destroyed. There's nothing left. Anything here? Don't look like it. Okay, okay. Listening to this while relaxing to this while gambling on Master Duel. I'm sorry to hear that, BL. I hope things get better for you. No one person deserves that much pain, BL. Oh my god. This might be the spot, chat. This might be the spot. Like, if I could just... Oh my god, this is the spot. Ignore the fact that the yellow circle is hovering over me. Okay. When I arrived, we had some drinks and chatted for a while. And then the client said very apologetically, "I'm sorry. I don't think I can talk about my problems today. I've still not really come to terms with it, you see." "Okay," I said. I didn't leave straight away, though, and before I knew it, I'd been there for 4 hours. I thought I'd better be on my way, but as I stood up to leave, the client said, There are quite a lot in Russia, apparently." And with that puzzling remark, he started to talk about how he once been a member of a cult. He joined the sect with his parents when he was a child, and remained with it until 1995, when the cult's leader, Shoko Asahara, was arrested for masterminding the sarin nerve gas attack on the Tokyo subway, in which 13 people died. He had been a member of Ahm's successor organization for a while, but by the time I met him, he had completely withdrawn from that too, and was, he said, working at a normal company. He wanted to admit he'd been a member of the Ahm sect because he had strong feelings to express. He thought the executions on July 6, 2018, of Ashara and six other members of the sect's executives were unjustified. Okay, this is actually really interesting, but I gotta move towards the storm. Okay. How do I... no fall damage. That was a bit of fall damage, actually. Good news is I have my running away sword. Uh-oh. Yes, run away, run away. Yep, I was gonna kill you, I was gonna hurt you. Please. I'll take some more mini pots. Not bad. Is that my car? Did someone drive my car? The person who killed the fucking boss was driving my car. That's great. RC, you're here. I saw YouTube's Octane. Yes. It's like you never left. Victory crown. You mind if I have that? Don't snipe me. Don't snipe me. We're chill. The yellow circle tailing me is ominous. Okay, ominous at the very least. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna crash. Oh, we're gonna crash. They destroyed the crab? That's not very nice. Okay. Look at this soothing music. Surely no one is walking upon me. Surely no one will wish upon me harm. Hashtag Klugi. About to watch a murder. Or not. Yep. I knew it was too good to be true. This crab reef. Uh-oh. I'm fine. Can't hurt me. Please! Please! Drive! Drive, goddammit, drive! Get up there! Get up there! Okay. That's not good. Kill each other. There we go. Second place, baby. Good start. Good start. Alright, give me my results. How much? 36? 29? Decent. Decent. Alright. He wanted to admit he'd been a member of the sect because he had strong feelings to express. He thought the executions on July 6, 2018, of Ashirahara and 6 other members of the sect's executives were unjustified. He seemed very angry. Talking about the Tokyo and other incidents, he said, "I don't think Ashirahara-san actually gave the orders. I wanted to hear the truth from his own mouth. You can't hear the truth from a dead man." According to him, everyone at the sect had been kind. He mentioned specifically Yoshihiro Inu, another of the armed leadership, who was executed on the same day as Ashihara. Inu-san did a lot for me, he said, with a mixture of warmth and deep sadness. I could certainly see why he couldn't tell people about his past. It must have been very tough for him. He changed his name to hide his identity, but that didn't solve everything. He said he was jealous of people who could talk about themselves in the conventional way. Which university they'd been to, which club activities they'd enjoyed there, what job they have at which company. The kind of information that people spontaneously come out with by way of self-introduction. I don't know what to say about myself, he told me, and I feel guilty when I make things up. He didn't have a past that he could tell people about. The past that had molded him into what he was today. His childhood memories, where he lived, the people he'd brought up among. This real past couldn't be mentioned. It had to remain a secret. Ooh, lovely little skin there. I once tweeted as follows. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. Someone has asked me to listen to something they can't say to other people. They've tried talking to acquaintances in Osan Rental, but it really didn't work. They found that when there's an existing relationship, or when payment is involved, the listener makes an awkward attempt to sort the problem out, and an uncomfortable sense of hierarchy develops. Followers sent me these responses. Twitterbird commenter. Intervening often does more harm than good. When the situation is stable, An offer to sort it out is really an offer to stir things up. I think this person will be better off just being listened to by you. Twitterbird commenter. I've just started with Osan Rental, and I really feel it's important that the man says he won't try to solve anything. These responses reflect exactly the way I feel, so I won't add anything. These responses... Oh, wait. I was about to read the same sentence twice. Here's another client who had something extremely difficult to talk about. Let's figure out where we're landing, chat. Is there any cars over here? Surely there's like a car in that parking lot. Is that a car? I think that's a car. There is no cars. Okie dokie. Oh, just a boss fight. Oh, there's a mission, though. Look at this, guys. I'm going to go interact with this mission. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. I just got to... Come on. Weave! Weave! Whoa. Oh, now you want to do that to me, huh? I got the jukes, chat. I'm afraid so. It simply must be stated that I, in fact, have the jukes. Okay. I gotta keep my stuff irregular. Thank gosh I'm still at a rank where nobody can shoot. You feel me? If I was in a rank where everybody could shoot me, I would be sad. You feel me? I would be so sad. Am I being felt? Whoa, okay. Oh, I see you there, though. I know where you're at. Unless that was a chud. That might have been a chud. No way! No way! No way! No way! I didn't mean to do this, chat. I didn't mean this. This is not what I wanted to come from this. No! You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh, you can't do that to me. That's not my fault, Chance. Stewie. It's not your fault. I think I'm just gonna chill here, actually. Look at me, parkouring like a god. I swear, it's your fault. No, no, it's not. No. No. No, it is not. I will not take this slander. I think I'm better off, like, right here. Stop. I want to hear that. I just want to forget everything that happened. Ahem. These responses reflect exactly the way I feel, so I won't add anything. Here's another client who had something extremely difficult to talk about. Open envelope representing that of a message. I want to know how I feel when I'm with another living creature. Would you be prepared to spend between 6 hours and a day with me? The client had been living alone for so long, he forgot what it was like for there to be someone else in his space. So he wanted me to spend quite a long time with him in his house. Actually, his request message included something more. There's something about my background I have always had to hide. I'd like you to hear what it is. I can't tell anybody else. The first part of his request was met, I think at least. The visit seemed to have a positive effect. He seemed happy and reassured to find that his sense of taste was not odd. He drank quite a lot, and as the alcohol flowed, he also provided some homemade dishes, barbecued pork slices and kimchi, as well as octopus with wild parsley sauce, which he prepared there and then. They all tasted good, and he beamed when I told him so. I'm glad you like them, he said. He had a small fridge full of drinks, and he told me to take whatever I wanted. Okay. The moment of truth. Am I found? Chat, this spot... Chat. This spot might be fucking goated. I think this spot is goated. Because let me back down. Let me back down. So someone has to come up here. And then has to look in that very specific spot. Now, that said, I think I'm being shot at, so... Well, they found me. I don't know how, but they found me. It's not great. Ugh! 1 HP to dream! 1 HP to dream! No! No! I met the same fate. I met the same fate. I met the same fate. I got what I deserved. Oh, that's not enough to push me over. Okay. That's fine, though, because we're going to keep playing more anyway. They all tasted good, and he beamed when I told him so. I'm glad you liked them, he said. He had a small fridge full of drinks, and he told me to take whatever I wanted. I met up with him in the morning and must have spent about 6.5 hours in his house, with a constant supply of food. Maybe because I was there so long, he eventually remembered to close the door when he went to the bathroom. We'd been chatting for quite some time when he finally, in a very offhand way, he just started talking about his hidden past. I was in juvenile offenders institution when I was a teenager, he said. Oh yes, I said, nodding as I normally do. Well, yes, he said quietly. Actually, I, killed someone. From the moment I'd first seen him, I'd assumed that he was a professional, a doctor or something like that. He was well organized and looked successful. I was amazed that a person like him could have killed someone. Somehow, it really took me aback to think that a person who cooked so well, who gave an overall impression of competence, could have such a dark past. The incongruity had a real impact on me. In a way, I was very moved. Since then, I think I've looked at people in a different way, realizing that even the most ordinary, upright-looking people may not be what they seem. People often ask me if I find it tough to listen to people talking about distressing matters. To be honest, it doesn't affect me at all. In fact, I'm asked a question so often that I feel myself wanting to question the assumptions behind it. Do people normally find it difficult? People might think I'm cold for saying this, but when I'm listening to clients, what am I hearing? Is that Godzilla? King Kong? Okay. Cool, I guess. Thanks for sharing. Anyways, as I was saying, people might think I'm cold for saying this, but when I'm listening to clients, I'm thinking, that would be interesting to tweet, or good, that's great material. Maybe I'm less emotional than other people, or perhaps I'm simply not affected by other people's emotions. I think this makes me suited to being rental person. I don't get too involved in the client's world. If real listening is a matter of getting very close to the other person, tuning in to one's feelings, then that's not what I do. Or maybe the reason I don't get affected by the difficult matters my clients talk about is that I'm not spontaneously very imaginative. I find using my imagination hard work, so I tend not to. And it seems to me, oh, and it seems to me that however much you use your imagination, you can't really understand another person. It's very true, yeah. How do I stop the auto mover? There we go. Can I land here? Can I just... Okay, well now that Among Us is kind of like giving me out. Okay. There we go. That's a great spot. However much you use your imagination, you can't really understand another person. Somebody once suggested that because I don't give clients much of a response, they tend to develop their own idea of what I'm thinking, picturing a reaction that suits them. If they're sad, they can think I want to comfort them. If they're happy, they can think I'm sharing that happiness. In feeling that someone's agreeing with them or understanding them, maybe people grow more confident in themselves. Even if the listener is a complete stranger, if I were to talk more, then my reaction would be clearer, leaving the client less scope to imagine how I'm feeling. I'd never really thought about that kind of thing before. I suppose that's because I'm not naturally responsive. It doesn't really matter to me what people do or say. Perhaps that's why I get such a variety of requests. Although it may be an odd analogy, some creatures, such as peacocks and jewel beetles, have structural color rather than fixed color. Instead of pigmentation, they have a physical structure that refracts light to give the impression of color. And this color changes according to the quality of the light. Maybe that's what rental person is like. Someone whose appearance varies according to the viewer's angle or wavelength. People ask me if I don't feel like giving up and going home when I have a client. Okay. People ask me if I don't feel like giving up and going home when I have a client who is boring or unpleasant to be with. I suppose they think I should be getting something positive from my free time. I'm not being paid, so at least I should be with someone whose company I enjoy. In fact, I never normally think of leaving early. On Twitter, I say that I may leave early, but once I'm on my own with a client, it's too much of a hassle to get up and leave. It's not a question of the client's feelings, it's a matter of avoiding stress. I've never had a client who was so unpleasant that I felt I had to get away. Oh, I lost my... Whatever stress that would involve, I can't really imagine having a client like that. I think that if a case was going to be really uncomfortable, I'd get a sense of that from the request message and refuse to take it up in the first place. The only exception was the event when people spoke about their dreams, and it got too much so I had to leave. Perhaps I can only behave the way I do because of my policy of normally only seeing clients once. The situation would probably be very different if there were people I knew long term, relatives, colleagues, or classmates. Perhaps it's not just me who feels security in seeing someone just once. Maybe some of my clients do too. I'm not sure though, as not everyone lets me know how they feel. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. After a recent assignment, the client said, "It was great. People often seem to worry I'm not enjoying myself when in fact I am. So I just wanted to say that I really had fun." I knew exactly what he meant. When I go drinking with the group and I'm having a perfectly nice time, people sometimes say things like, "You're not saying much. Are you okay?" Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. When I'm asked to listen to somebody talking about their problems, they often start off with a phrase such as, "It doesn't really matter much, but..." If something's troubling someone and they feel that people aren't going to take it seriously, they feel stuck. They can't express their problem because they think they'll be laughed at, so they just keep it locked up inside. Some, if, some misfortunes are obvious, and we can all see that they'd be tough to handle. But there are many smaller, less conspicuous problems that can also be very tough in their own way. People who want to tell me things they can't say to other people often start by saying their story's a bit trivial or boring. But it isn't boring at all. Oh, I am exactly in the storm. That's crazy. I'm perched. I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am side of cliff man. It's a nice view. Alright. I reckon I just keep going like this. Page 90. We're on page 90, chat. We're almost 100 pages into this book. For example, sometimes I'm asked to listen to someone talking about a band or anime film they like. They say they're not obsessive fans and don't know that much about the subject, yet they still want someone to listen to them. When I hear them, I often wonder what objectively could be stopping them talking to other people. Maybe they worry they don't know enough for their opinions to be worth listening to, but still have an urge to say what they think. I can understand that. I like Spitz, and though I don't know all their albums, I sometimes feel I want to talk about how much I like them. But I think I'd hesitate before actually doing so. With friends, a conversation generally stays within expected parameters. There's an understanding that you want to talk about certain things. Talking to a friend who shares a particular interest, pop singers or computer games, for example. It's normally best to keep on that subject. If you start to veer away, the friend may lose interest. This is a rule that, consciously or unconsciously, people seem to follow. A new subject you raise may be genuinely boring for your companion, or if it's private and involved, they may feel uncomfortable, making the situation embarrassing for both of you. Everyone has to accept there are times when they can't talk about what they want to talk about. In those situations, rental person may be a solution. Whoa! Oh no. That was about to be bad. Can I slide down this? I can. I'm still sliding. Keep going, keep going. No! Barely not enough. Tough. I'm playing a very dangerous game, just running straight through this POI. Hashtag blessed. Hashtag zipline. There could be someone else coming from that zipline, but I didn't hear anything. I feel like I would have been shot dead in the street if there was going to be anybody coming to that zipline, but it'll be fine. Chat, is it time? I don't know if I want to do this. You know what? There you go. Alright. Take a break for a drink of water. Sleepy, sleepy. Oh, I got a message. It's from a dating app, or otherwise I'd leave them. No, don't get eepy. Too bad. Okay. How do people feel after telling me things they can't tell others? Many are very positive, saying things it's a relief. Many are very positive, saying things like, it's a relief, or I'm glad I told you, or I enjoyed talking to you. This was the kind of response I got from both the client who'd been in the Imam sect, Imam sect, no, that's not what I meant, had been in the sect, and from the client who'd been in the juvenile detention center. On the other hand, some people say things like, well, talking about it doesn't really solve the problem. Then, to maybe keep me happy, they sometimes add, but it was good to be able to talk. Nobody so far has complained that it had been a waste of time, and that I've done nothing for them. After all, doing nothing is what people expect from me. So broadly speaking, there are people who are clearly happy afterward, and there are people who still feel anxious. Those who still feel anxious seem to me to be people who wanted some kind of advice. But, as I keep saying, that's not something I can give. Alright. Hup. 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 Chud! 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 Thank God. Okay, my Chud. Daddy has a job for you. Daddy has a job for you, little Chud. Be a good little Chud. Be a good one. Take care of yourself. Chad, get back here! Where are you going? Where are you going? Get back here! How dare you? Run away from your father like that. Uh-oh. Good thing I'll heal in here. I can't believe my Chud would do that to me. Try to run away from his own father. Dada. Shield bubble? How many of those can I hold? 2. Got it. I have a lot of running to do. But good news is that we should definitely reach Platinum 2. So we should be pretty comfy cozy if you feel my drift day. Oh! Oh! What? God? Is that you? What was that? What the fuck was that? Hey, Chud, just don't look behind you, Chud. Hang in there. Uh-oh. Wait, that's a bot. That's a bot. Hashtag Kluge. Why can't he hurt? Why can't... Fine, I'll just drive away. Lame. I'm gonna fucking die in here. Freaking! I meant freaking! Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. Oh, someone died in the storm. That's awful. Look at that. 2 chuds? Chud number 1. Deploy. Get back here. Okay, I give up. There's a cooldown. Now I feel stupid. Oh shit, is that an air one? Complete the quest, complete the quest. Yes. Wait, is there a shrine? There's not a shrine nearby, is there? Oh, there's a shrine right there. I'm an idiot. But I don't think I can claim it. Air chud. Playtime. Alright, if I can hang it into the top 10, that'd be great. Some people who haven't been clients wonder if putting problems into words may actually aggravate a situation, making clients feel the problems even more deeply. I've never really had that impression, but I suppose the following case wasn't far off. Who goes there? Hey, at least he's healing, you know. All's good. Chill, homie, chill. We're all friends. Wait, how can I hide under the bridge? I'm the grumpy old Brutus who lives under the bridge. I'm the grumpy old Brutus who lives under the bridge. If you want to come over, all you have to do is this. All you have to do is this. Could be healing right now. Oh, 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 sweet shirt of mine. Look, he loves it when I hold him in his arms. I mean, hold him in my arms, yes. Alright, can we break top 5? Godzilla medallion. What does that even do? Top 5, okay. Heal! Yes. Give me plenty of shield, yummers. That's actually really good healing. I don't know if they buffed it since last time I used it. They killed him. The swag was too different. I was so just... Did the dude get so distracted killing me that, like, he just died in the storm? That is nuts if so. Oh, Platinum 2! And we already pushed halfway up. That's nice. Oh, you saw the match end, I guess. I've never really... Well, you know, some people who haven't been clients wonder if putting problems into Word may actually aggravate a situation, making clients feel the problems even more deeply. I've never really had that impression, but I suppose the following case wasn't that far off. Open envelope representing that of a message. I wonder if you could come and meet me off a plane at Narita Airport on Wednesday, December 19th. My granny died on the morning I left for a period of study abroad, and I couldn't go to the funeral. I was very fond of her. I'll be visiting her grave after I get back, and I'll be feeling sad when I arrive. So it would be nice to have someone waving at me when I get to the airport. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. I went to the airport as requested. I'd never met the client, so I could never react. Should have popped quick revive. Granny had the okay, BL. Alright, BL. Pack it up. Pack it up, BL. That gets a thumbs down for me, pal. That gets a thumbs down from me, pal. Okay. Hashtag fishing. I went to the airport as requested. I'd never met the client, so I couldn't react very spontaneously at the arrivals gate, but she made it quite easy for me to recognize her, and as soon as I did, I waved. I'm not sure whether I was any mental support to her, but I suppose I did provide practical support by looking after her luggage while she was getting other things sorted out. After she arrived, she said she'd like to sing and to talk to me about her grandmother, so I went with her to a karaoke box. She sang for a while and then started talking. Her granny was really kind, she said. There were 2 large fridges in her granny's house, both crammed with different types of ice cream and popsicles. She was allowed to take anything she liked at any time. Then she explained how she hadn't seen her friends for ages and didn't want to talk to them about her sadness at not being able to go to the funeral. That was why she preferred not to have them meet her at the airport. I can understand that. As I've said, I think that talking to someone about a problem is to put your weakness in their hands. Maybe that's what she had in mind. Okay. Oh, this is a... I forget about this falling trail or whatever it's called. It's really nice. This one again. This was the skin I was the first match. Ah, no, no. I'll be fine. There's like a bush nearby, surely, right? Bush. All right. Please be in the first storm. Ah, okay. Might as well just move into the first storm. Oh. That's helpful. Okay, I heard gunfire, so I think that means there's a normal person here too. No way, there's a car. Okay, there is a car. Alright. Now we know, though. That person's gonna be like, oh, I'm so excited, I killed the boss, and I'm gonna drive away before I destroy him, whatever. And then I'm gonna be like, ha ha ha, I took the car. The car is mine. The car is mine. Okay. The client didn't seem at all sad when she arrived, nor when we were on our way to the karaoke box. Not when she was singing, but after she started to talk about her grandmother, she gradually became more emotional, and in the end, she began to cry. Probably talking about her grandmother's death made her face it, accept it as something she should be sad about. Of course, there's a big difference between someone reminiscing about their lovely old granny and someone confessing to have been a member of the Shinrikyo. But both clients were saying things that were hidden inside, things they didn't want, ugh, things that they didn't feel they could talk about to others. When people do that, sometimes the pain is relieved, and sometimes the cut grows deeper. Of course, I can't see inside people and tell which will happen in a particular case. It depends on the individual. Although these were all interesting assignments, to be frank, if I were in that kind of situation myself, I probably wouldn't want to be with anyone, and I have sometimes wondered whether I should really accept requests of this type. It's not that I don't respect the way the clients feel. In ordinary relations, people will often be with someone because they care about them, or because they sympathize. It's tough being with someone you don't automatically feel sympathetic. Wait. It's tough being with someone if you don't automatically feel sympathetic, or you're not sure how to show consideration. It's awkward if you don't understand what it is they want to talk about and don't know what to say. As rental person though, I don't have to comfort anybody, and I'm never asked for sympathy. When I felt that just being there may help a bit, I've accepted the request. I don't always feel entirely comfortable with these cases, but as long as the client is sincere, I think it is my role to accept them. Rolling on the highway, burning, looking for adventure, burning. Early to December, if it ever comes our way, feeling insincere, until it repelled. Good. I never liked the guy anyway. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going where the road takes me. Gotta make sure to stay in my lane. This is kind of nice. I didn't use my turn signal. Oops. Oh my god, there's another gas station with a bush outside of it. Okay. Put this one like here. One important role, normally assumed by close relatives, is hospital visits. Open envelope representing that of a message. Hi, I'm in hospital. Would you come and visit me? I've been here for a month, and none of my family has come to see me. Feel free to use my real name. Bring along some lunch for yourself, and I'll pay for that as well as your travel. This was a request for a hospital visit, but the situation was rather unusual. The client had been hospitalized after a drug overdose and was in a suicide risk isolation unit. There's not much to do in an isolation unit because they don't allow any cords. You can't watch TV, you can't have headphones, and you can't even have a charger. So, access to the net and social media is limited, though nurses will charge your phone for you if you ask them. When I arrived at the unit, the client came straight up and asked for my signature. There was no suitable paper, and so she made me sign the information booklet in the room. We played a board game to pass the time. I won so easily I was worried she might be depressed. She seemed okay though, and started talking enthusiastically about her favorite brand, Black Brain clothing, which featured drug-related design motifs. She was wearing a Black Brain t-shirt with a photo of the designer being taken to hospital after an overdose of his own. He'd taken the photo himself, apparently. You can still sometimes take pictures after an overdose. It was very interesting to see what an isolation unit was like, and to hear what had happened to her. In fact, I almost forgot that the purpose of my being there was to visit her as a sick patient. I think it did feel like a proper hospital visit for the client, although I was a complete stranger. The client had the client had bipolar disorder, and so was subject to Just a friendly pit stop. That's all. That's all. Nothing to worry about. The client had bipolar disorder, and so was subject to repeated mood swings. But physically, she had no problems at all. For her, being in an isolation ward meant too much spare time, and my being there helped fill some of it up. So, I think my visit was positive from that point of view, and she certainly looked satisfied. The experience made me realize that a hospital visit doesn't necessarily have to be by someone very close. Although, I, though, I think it depends on the type of illness and the mental state of the patient. People in hospitals seem to have far more time on their hands than I ever imagined, and the isolation ward must have been particularly rough. Previously, I'd always thought of having time to spare as a good thing. This was a kind of hell. I don't normally do this, but at the end of my visit, I asked if I could come again. I felt sure that the client had appreciated my being there, and that another visit would not be an imposition. I had originally planned to come with a TV crew, but the director of the hospital was going to be away on the day I was coming, so it was difficult to get permission. If possible, I wanted to come back on a day when the director would be there, so that it would be easier to ask if the visit could be filmed. But my main reason for asking to come again was that I had enjoyed being there. I found myself fascinated in that strange environment listening to the client's experience. When I asked if I could come visit again, she said, "Will you?" "Yes, please." Well, I suppose she was in a manic phase, so perhaps she would have welcomed whatever I said. Here are my tweets from after my second visit. Okay, I'm gonna get in Tribe. Top 14. Okay. Let me fill up my tank real quick. And look, somebody made a new exit. Somebody made a new exit for my car right here. How thoughtful. I'm pretty sure they know I'm there. I'm just gonna ignore them. Okay, I can't take that bush. It's been clearly seen in some shape or fashion. Okay, there you go. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. I went to the hospital again today. I got a lot of messages after my first visit, and so it seems did the client. She said there were messages of support, as well as questions as, "What's the hospital like?" And "Any spaces in a multi-bed ward?" She showed me her treatment bill before she'd seen it herself. It was quite reasonable. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. Her doctor put a block on social networking sites and stopped any visits from people she doesn't know. I was excluded from the band because I'd met her once before. She was in a major manic phase after the social media reaction and didn't sleep all night, and then felt exhausted the next day. During this manic phase, she canceled her lease on the flat she'd been in when she was hospitalized and took out another. Her energy amazed me. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. She's made a very important decision, which I can't explain here, but it was interesting listening to her talk about the doctor's reaction. How can anyone in such a small pace cause such a furor? Heat said. I realize that even in an isolation unit, you can go very wild if you have the internet. I had another visit request from someone of about 70. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. I spent the morning in a care home. I'd been asked by a client to spend some time with his younger brother. The home was for old people, but he was younger than my parents. He'd been paralyzed in an accident of some kind, but there was no problem with conversation. He told me to bring 2 funny stories and 2 riddles next time. So, if anybody knows any riddles, ... Although the man was almost bedridden, his brain was very active, and he ate properly. Being paralyzed and mentally healthy, he had a lot of time on his hands. The client had said his brother enjoyed talking, and he wanted me to listen to him. I felt a bit uncomfortable at the idea of going to a care home, but I figured it would be something to tweet about, so I thought, okay, just this once. When I got there, though, I did feel stressed because of the way the staff looked at me. Anyway, I met the client outside and went with him straight to his brother's room. Before long, the client got up and left. I stayed with his brother for several hours. His brother had worked for a travel company as a tour guide and had spent much of his time flying around the world. He had a large stock of stories about all the places he'd been, and he was short of people to tell them to. I suppose he spoke to his brother a lot, but maybe his brother couldn't spare enough time. Or perhaps it felt odd for stories like that to be told by one brother to another. I enjoyed hearing about his experiences around the world, and as usual, I just nodded or said things like, "Oh, really?" Eventually, there was a period of silence, which he broke by asking if I wanted to hear a riddle. He told me one. I can't remember it now, and I had a go at answering it. I didn't have any riddles to tell him in return, so when I finally got up to leave, he said, "Make sure you bring some riddles next time." How about I make sure to bring a car? Beep, beep. Actually, let me use this as well. Oh, top 10 already. Sweet. There we go. Oh, there's someone nearby. Oh, hello, damaged car. Goodbye, damaged car. Before I turned to pacifism, I was a big fan of Fortnite vehicular manslaughter. Vehicular manslaughter. And so, as I'm driving around here in this car, it's actually quite difficult for me not to just want to swerve into people. And I'm afraid that one day, Pacifism Fortnite will come to an end, not by the hands of a gun, but by the hands behind the wheel. And so, I just have to make sure I do not let those voices win while driving in Fortnite. Oh, this bridge, though. Lovely bridge. No, I'm going to go on this one, too. Also, hi, Vic. Welcome to the stream. Continuing to read books such as I was doing before. Currently continuing my reading of Shoji Morimoto's Rental Person Who Does Nothing, a memoir. We're on Chapter T, ha ha ha. Chapter 3, page 100. We're about halfway through this chapter. So I'd reckon we're about halfway through this stream. So, lovely. I hope this stream finds you in good health and spirit. I haven't seen him again, and without being asked, I can't really go. I didn't ask to come again when I was there. At least he did say next time, and I felt he was being genuinely friendly, so I think my visit had a positive effect. When I first arrived, he stared at me as if to say, "Who the hell are you?" But when his brother told him to talk to me, he seemed to accept the idea easily enough. I'm not sure he ever quite realized what I was doing there. Oh my god. My life just flashed before my eyes. Oh, storm. That would be why he didn't check the bush very well. There's only 5 Fortnite players left. Alright. Collect some loot. I could just try to hide, but at some point or another, someone's gonna fight with me, and I might as well just, you know, be here. Ooh, ooh, huge. Get out of jail free card. Cha-ching. That person was not expecting me to get back in the car. That person wanted to make me a statistic. Vroom, 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 vroom. Am I right? Or am I right or am I wrong? Vroom! Yeah, vroom, vroom. Yeah, guys, vroom. We're driving. Isn't that awesome? Okay. I can get that health kit. 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 Yeah. Uh-oh. I almost hit him. See, chat? I almost hit him. That would have been bad. What if he only had 20 health? Like the colorful clothes she wears, and the way her skin might drifting through the air. I hear the bell of a gentle world, and if it's up beautiful into the air, I pick it up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Bop, bop. Good vibrations. Bop, bop. Good vibrations. Do, 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 do. You think we can all be friends? This is so sad. Oh, I'm out of fuel. Oh my god, they killed her! Oh god, it's gonna kill me. Oh no, oh no. Oh. Just live, goddammit, live! That is not the way to live! That is not the way to live! Please, let me speak my message of kindness! They got me, chat. They got me. Is that enough? That's not... Yeah, it's not going to be enough. 23%. Rip Sag. Yeah, that number 2 placement makes a big difference. Damn. Alright, alright. Ready up, baby. Ready up. Ooh, he's getting it. He's getting it. He's getting it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wow, he's still going. He's still getting after it. He's still going. He's getting it. Oh, oh, oh. That's a copyrighted song. I just don't know remember what. I'm not ever sure he quite realized what I was doing there, though. He seemed to assume that I was looking for a job, and told me more than once that if I kept trying, he was sure something would turn up eventually. One client once asked me to walk with him along his old route to primary school. He wanted me to listen to him talking about his school days. He'd been bullied, and the trauma remained with him, but he felt he couldn't tell anyone. He felt he might overcome the trauma by going back along his old route and speaking to me about what had happened. While we were walking, the client kept his head down and didn't smile at all. When we reached the school gate, he brightened up and said he was and when we reached the school gate, he brightened up and was suddenly talkative. He pointed at the school building and yard and fondly recalled the music room. He seemed absorbed in memories that were unconnected to bullying. He himself said he was undemonstrative and, looking at him, it was difficult to tell what was going on inside. But I think that by the end of our meeting, his spirits had been lifted. It struck me that when handling a very heartfelt request like that one, I become more anonymous. The sense of being a social media personality falls away. If someone talking about their troubles to a complete stranger, then the worse the troubles are, the less it matters who the real stranger, the less it matters who the stranger is. In these cases, it's not a matter of using rental person as a bit of fun. It's just a simple desire to have someone there. Some people tell me that my activities are very much like those of a listening volunteer, and that it is true to an extent. Listening volunteers don't criticize or argue with their clients, and they don't express strong opinions. I don't either, but then I don't do anything. I simply stay with the client for as long as necessary. Although, there's an overlap, you couldn't call me a listener. And I have no real way of knowing whether a client has resolved any trouble or trauma. In this last case, for example, I don't know for sure whether I was any help. You'd have to ask the client if you wanted to know how he really felt. Whoa. I have this is like Loxodon's neutral B. Crazy. Alright. Looking at my phone. Open envelope representing that of a message. Oh, okay, wait. Sorry, I skipped a paragraph. Here's another case of someone asking me to go with them to a place from their past. There was no mention of a trauma this time. Open envelope representing that of a message. We moved around a lot when I was a child because of my father's work. We were in Tokyo from when I was 5 till I was 9. So, the place we lived there has a lot of memories for me. The house has been demolished, and I don't have the courage to go there on my own. It would be a great support to have someone with me, but I hesitate to involve a friend who doesn't know all about it. Okay, I'm just gonna chill here. I'm nearly 30, and I want to go back and meet my childhood self. I think it would be a great stimuli for me. I wonder if you would mind coming with me. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. The client wanted me to walk with her around where she used to live as a child. It was fun having a personal guided tour. There was a nice dentist here. That salon's still going. I had my hair done there for a special visit. Oh, I had my hair done there for a special visit to a shrine when I was 7. It took so long. This is where I noticed my mother following me the first time I went out alone with the boy. But when we reached the plot of land where the house had been, she went quiet. Nothing remained of it at all. As we were walking along, she said she was glad she hadn't brought a friend. She didn't seem to know how to express her feelings, and I think it would have been difficult for a friend to know how to respond. She didn't have to worry about all that with me, though. I say I do nothing. So, she expected nothing. Sliding down the hill. Oh, taking a bit of a detour. Taking a bit of a detour, chat. Oh, keep going, yes! Keep going. Go this way now. Yes! Slide! Slide! And it's Joker. You know what's crazy? I haven't even actually seen Godzilla yet. Like, I've heard Godzilla come and go, but I've yet to actually see him. Like, Godzilla is just roaming around the map somewhere. Lord knows where. I did not mean to do that. That's unfortunate. Shield bubble. I'm rich! Continue driving inward. Maybe see where the next storm's gonna be. Show me what's in that chest. I just went right over it. Okay. Oh, I can see where Godzilla is on the map. That's cute. I think Godzilla took out somebody with a crown. That's tough. Those are important. That's not important. Who wants that piece of junk? Not me! I got a real tool. Power of friendship. Okay, this thing is too beat up for me even. Usually I like to drive these things since they have more health. But like, I don't know, when I see someone who has like a cool car model, I'm like, hey, you know what, I'll test my luck, you know, I'll see if that's more my speed. I'll go up this hill. A lot of times people don't go up the hill if it don't matter. All right. Here's another request that many people might think would more usually have gone to a family member. In this case, it had a catalyst effect. Open envelope representing that of a message. Are you free on October 28th? I'm doing the Yokohama Marathon, but for the past 3 months, I've been busy moving house and changing jobs, and I've hardly done any training. I'm not even sure I'll be able to finish the course within the time limit. You are someone I really want to meet, and I feel that if you were standing at the finish line, I'd be able to push myself that bit more. The last finishing time is 3 p.m. I wonder if you could be at the finishing line at Pacifico, Yokohama from about 2:30 to 3:30? The client had previously trained almost every day, but hadn't been able to recently. He asked me to stand at the finish line to boost his motivation. I had another appointment, so I said I could only be there from about 2:30 to 3. He said that was okay, so I accepted. This time constraint may have proved an extra motivation because it meant that to see me, he'd have to finish within the official time limit. Anyway, he managed to reach the finishing line before 3 p.m. and so received his finisher's medal. Oh, that's lovely. Where did I put the car? I was trying to like trick shot around. You know, I got time. I can try that again. Okay. I gotta wait for my stamina to boost back up. Okay. Whoa! Trick shot in. I think I landed on the ground before it happened, but that's fine. There's just like 3 to 5 crowns. Godzilla took out everybody. This is so sad. I'm sure that person wasn't trying to hit me with the railgun. I think that was just a pure coincidence. They are still going after it. That works out for me, man. I'm going this way. Later, nerd. Ooh. Oh. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. You're not a nerd. You're not a nerd. You're quite remarkably and socially popular. Well, I was just about to stop and, like, read some more, but I don't think I'm doing that, actually. Oh, well. This is such a terrible spot. I'm gonna use it. Despite being exhausted after the run, he immediately gave me my travel expenses. I was very impressed to think he'd been carrying the money the whole way. I don't mean he'd been clutching a handful of coins. The money was in a zip bag around his waist, and because coins would have jingled and been too heavy. Oh, is there? Oh, the page was sticking to each other. He only brought notes, which meant I got more than my actual expenses. Afterwards, he wrote me this thank you message. Open envelope representing that of a message. I hadn't done enough training and was lucky to finish within the time limit. What kept me going was wanting to see you and to hand over your travel expenses. Thank you so much. I was very keen to meet you after reading your tweets, and handing over your expenses was really important to me. Putting your money in my fanny pack was the first thing I did when I was preparing for the race. Thank you. I wonder why the client chose me to be at the finishing line. Maybe he didn't feel he could ask anyone else. Or maybe he worried that if he did, he might be too soft on himself, knowing the person well might make it too easy to say, "Sorry, I couldn't do it. It was too much for me." That's just my conjecture. That wasn't the last I saw of him. The next day, I'd been asked to host at the host at the Yoiga event bar in Hiratsuka, south of Yokohama, and unexpectedly he came in. I happened to be in the area, he said. He was from Fukushima and said he was good at making steamed potatoes to the so okay, he was good at making steamed potatoes, so the staff in the bar suggested having a steamed potato event with him as the host for the day. The event went ahead, a steamed potato bar, and was a great success. Apparently, he got booked for another day too. You can never tell what's going to happen. Incidentally, the nearest station to the bar had the same name as my former boss, the one who made demoralizing comments. I had to take a deep breath every time I saw the station name. In the case of the marathon runner, I'd had to speculate about why he chose to ask me rather than someone he knew. In this next case, speculation wasn't necessary. The client stated her reasons quite clearly. Open envelope representing that of a message. Request to have lunch with me and go with me to file divorce papers. To be someone to talk to on the way and while waiting. And to provide simple responses. Reason for request: I would feel lonely filing divorce papers on my own and would like someone to be with me. Being accompanied by someone I don't know would give me unusual memories of the day. I met her outside the restaurant where we were to have lunch. She told me it was the restaurant she'd come to with her husband on the day they registered their marriage. But that wasn't why I wanted to come, she said. She'd chosen it for the food. I remember her talking I remember her taking her first mouthful. Delicious, she said. She sounded quite emotional. After lunch, we went to the council office, and the client filed her documents while I watched them from a seat nearby. When she'd finished, she turned to me and said, "That's it. Everything in order." She knew I was married, and as she walked me back to the station, she gave me some tips about filing divorce papers. For example, getting a divorce certificate makes it easier to change the title of a bank account back to your previous surname. That one wouldn't affect me, and although I don't suppose she was expecting me to use any of her tips, I enjoyed hearing about them. She also showed me her certificate. I'd never seen one before, so I found it very interesting. I knew that one reason she'd got me to come along was that she wanted some unusual memories of that day. But why was that important to her? Well, it seemed that she didn't want to look back on the completion of her divorce as just a painful chore. She had to handle the whole depressing process herself. Her husband lived a long way away and had done nothing more than send her documents without an even accompanying note. Okay. Oops. Is that my beatable car? Chud! Chud, take cover, Chud! Chud, hide! Chud, hide with me! My inventory's full, I can't grab you! Where'd he go? You think me and this guy would chill like that? I mean, I'll take it. Thanks for the car. Ooh, oh, wait. Can I get the... This actually would be super helpful. Oh my god, another chud! Now you're just a chuddy that I used to know. Some chuddy. Alright, top 5. Is there anyone over there? Not seeing anybody. Oh, there's a car. Fuck it. Let's go get some gas, chat. Surely nothing bad will happen. Wow, nothing bad happened. Isn't that great? Oh, rather unfortunate. Right, he's gonna wrap around here. Hey, you! Oh! Ah! That really hurt. I'm dead. Up, 5th place. Alright. Oh well. 5th place ain't too bad. I'm pretty sure like every place after 5th is when I start getting like individual performance points. Hiku, no! $19. Yeah. So if I get like another 5th place, I could get Platinum 3. And if I could reach Platinum 3, that means like by next stream I could like reach Diamond, and then that'd be great. We're on page 109 of 121 here. So we're getting close to the end of this chapter as well. Let's see. I knew that one reason she'd got me to come along was that she wanted unusual memories of that day. But why was that important to her? Well, it seems that she didn't want to look back on the completion of her divorce as just a painful chore. She'd had to handle the whole depressing process herself. Her husband lived in a long way Her husband lived a long way away and had done nothing more than send her documents. Documents. Ugh. Documents. Without even an accompanying note. It infuriated her. She had another reason for asking me to be there. She thought it would help her to deal with things in an organized way. The idea of going to the council office was depressing, and she felt that on her own she'd leave it until the last moment. She'd be in a panic, rushing through the door as the office was about to close. If she made an appointment to go with someone, then she'd feel more relaxed and be sure to get there in the early afternoon. When we met outside the restaurant, she introduced herself by her married name and asked that once she filed her documents, I call her by her maiden name. So, when we said goodbye, that's what I did. It was an interesting day for me. I felt I accompanied her from one stage of life to the next. Alright. We may be able to finish the book in this round. Like, if we just have a good round, get to the final circle, I get a lot of reading in, it should be a pretty good spot for us to just, call it a stream. Or at least call it a Fortnite stream. I don't know. I kind of want to play some Rivals. Fish! Thank you, BL. I needed that. Okay. If I just died here, that'd be pretty funny, right? Alright, so I got a sword. That helps. Surely I can just chill in this bush and live a happy, successful life. I'm going to pretend those gunshots weren't for me. Opened envelope representing that of a message. My boyfriend has left me. Could you come with me to deliver his things to him? I won't ask you to carry anything. This case seemed quite similar to that of the woman filing divorce papers. The client had broken up with her partner and didn't feel like having his things in her flat, but didn't want to throw them away. Although delivering them to him would be a hassle, she decided that was the best way and thought that arranging to go with someone else would help her get over it and done with. It seems like a good reason. I met her at about 9 a.m. at the station nearest to where the man was now living. She was carrying a big bag. She said there was nothing in it that she felt sentimental about, just stuff that was too much bother to throw away. I liked her attitude. She seemed emotionally detached from the situation. She'd brought things like plates, which she wasn't sure how to classify. Were they burnable rubbish, non-burnable rubbish, or recyclable? She couldn't be bothered to find out. She didn't see why she should. When we reached the man's new place, I waited a short distance away. It seemed to go surprisingly smoothly, and she was back in no time. Perhaps she'd let him know in advance she'd be bringing his stuff that day. Afterwards, we went to a cafe and had a snack. I listened for a while as she told me why they'd broken up and what a hopeless man he was. And then we parted. Later in the day, I got the following message. Opened envelope representing that of a message. Thank you! Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. Thank you. I went to his favorite cafe just now. Sure enough, there he was. We had some tea together and chatted for a while as though nothing had happened. I'd avoided the cafe since we broke up, but now, though I'm not sure anyone at the cafe realizes we're split up, I feel I can act normal. This is all thanks to you. I feel so much better. I was very pleased that she was cheerful and that things seemed to be settling down between them. Even though I really had done nothing at all, I seemed to have been a kind of catalyst. And that felt good. As a stranger being asked to do things that normally would be done by a relative, I get glimpses of human drama. I've dealt with a lot of cases. I don't remember many of them, but when a situation is sad or painful, it tends to leave an impression, and these impressions seem to build up into something more general. A sense of what happens or what can be done in different types of situations. Open envelope representing that of a message. I'm involved in a court case. I was wondering if you might be willing to sit in the court as a spectator. And then, when it's over, come and have a cup of tea with me. It won't be depressing. I'll just want to relax for a while. The client was a defendant in a civil case at court in Tokyo and wanted me to be there. But I suppose my main function was to be with her afterwards when she was trying to relax. She thought she'd be stressed out after the day in court and would have plenty to say to someone who'd been watching the proceedings. According to the client, the case was outrageous. Okay, footsteps and bike. How am I not seeing? Okay, we're good. Just keep reading. She thought she'd be stressed out after the day in court and would have plenty to say to someone who'd been watching the proceedings. According to the client, the case was outrageous, and I felt sorry for her. She'd been suffering sexual harassment by her boss, and, unable to put up with it any longer, had sent a company-wide email about it, and now she was being sued for defamation. Her boss claimed that there had been no harassment at all, that what had happened between them had been with her consent, in fact, at her instigation. To me, listening in court, his claims didn't seem to stand up at all. The client knew she'd have to face her boss in court, and that humiliating details would be made public. I suppose that was why she chose Rental Person as someone to have tea with afterward. It also turned out she'd been following my activities for some time, and often thought she'd like to make a request. She said she thought the court case would be a good opportunity. She looked pretty miserable during the proceedings. Afterwards, when she asked if I'd ever attended a court case before, and I said no, she said great, with a double thumbs up. She didn't mention the court case much when we were having tea. I suppose she wanted to keep her mind off of it and cheer herself up. She told me her husband enjoyed following my work too, and said it would be nice if I dealt with a request from him one day. She asked me what interesting cases I dealt with, and I told her various things I remembered. I think my being there probably helped her relax. The following tweet about the case got quite a reaction. Twitterbird at Morimoto Shoji. I was asked to attend court by a defendant in a defamation case. The suit had practically no justification. My role was not so much to make the client feel less nervous in her first court appearance, but more as someone to talk to afterward. I was with the client in the waiting room, sitting opposite a man, when I suddenly received the following message. The message was from my client. I'd noticed her fiddling with her phone and automatically looking at mine. The person in front of us is the plaintiff, her message said. I was excited. I've never been to court before. I enjoyed the drama of it. Incidentally, as I said earlier, I always wear a cap. When I sat down in the court, the client's lawyer told me to take it off. I regretted having it on. I don't know if it was just good manners to take it off, or whether wearing a cap in the defendant's visitor seating might actually have reflected badly on the defendant. Here's one of the responses I got to my tweet. Twitterbird commenter. I found this the most surprising and thought-provoking of your cases so far. Even the plaintiff's suit was very weak and the court's decision predictable. The process must have been very stressful for the defendant. Asking a family member to go with her would have been very awkward, though it seems odd. But I think a stranger was the best choice. Someone without any responsibility. I won't add anything to that. I think it's a very convincing explanation of why the client wanted me to be with a stranger, wanted to be with a stranger rather than a family member. In films and TV dramas, characters often set off on railway journeys while friends or family stand waving on the platform. One client wanted to have that kind of scene for herself. Open message, opened envelope representing that of a message. Are you free on September 3rd? I've lived in Tokyo for 10 years, and now I'm going back to Osaka. I was wondering if you might come to see me off at the station. Like a friend. This is a photo of what I mean. To create the right kind of atmosphere, I'd like you to come with me from my flat to the station and then come onto the platform. Attached to the message was a picture of the kind of scene she had in mind. She sent me this request thinking that she might get too emotional if a friend came. On the other hand, she couldn't exactly ask a complete stranger. Really, I was a stranger, but at least we'd exchanged some messages. And I don't think she wanted to be seen off with any genuine feeling. She just wanted to experience this kind of situation. She was also a fan, I suppose, someone who followed my tweets enthusiastically and seemed to want to meet me before she left Tokyo. I went with her from her empty flat to Tokyo Station and saw her off. I didn't have to pretend to be sad. As one of my followers, I think she understood me, and it was nice talking to her, so it really didn't feel like a bit of a wrench to see her go. As I don't have friends, this was an experience I otherwise wouldn't. As I don't have friends, this was an experience I wouldn't otherwise have had. And when I was there in her apartment, a do-nothing person in an apartment with nothing in it, it felt all very unusual. Entirely divorced from everyday life, judging from the message she sent me later, she'd taken away good memories of her last day in Tokyo. Alright. I'll read her message / response once I am in the circle. Look at this llama. Look at the way he bobs his head. The way his legs flap. It's all wonderful, is it not? Owie. Alright, so I gotta keep running. I was kind of hoping I could just chill on the hill, but yeah, that's not happening. Ooh, a zipline. You know what I'm thinking, chat? Oh, well, actually I could go heal in the water too. I'm taking your car. Don't shoot at me. Don't shoot at me. Haha. I'm healing. Yes. 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 Look at that, chat. Free resources. Okay. What's a spot I could just chill at? This is such a terrible spot. I'm bound to be shot. Open envelope representing that of a message. I felt lonely at the idea of leaving Tokyo on my own, but to be seen off by friends would have made me sad. So I contacted you. It was great. More fun than I'd even imagined. I felt like I was going away on a real journey. I like to be free, so I normally do things on my own, but it was so nice to have the security of a companion. It was surreal having you in the apartment, and to be seen off by a stranger after 10 years in Tokyo was great fun. Everything was wonderful. I'm so glad I asked you. That wasn't the end of it. I heard through Twitter that the client, I'll call her Asan from now on to avoid confusion, had started a cafe in Osaka. I was going to Osaka, so I thought I'd drop by, but I hadn't told her I was coming, and when I got there, the cafe was closed. I wondered if there was anything else I could do nearby, something to remember the place by, and I suddenly remembered another request I'd receive. Opened envelope opened envelope representing that of a message. I'm living in Tasmania. A lot of bad things have happened to me recently, and I'm really scared that next time I might die. It started with losing my phone, then someone used my credit card, and then a kangaroo jumped out in front of my car. The kangaroo was okay, but my car was dented. Okay. Teehee, teehee. Oh my god. uh, the perks of being a wallflower, I suppose. The kangaroo was okay, but my car was dented and the windscreen smashed. Next, a shovel fell out of a truck I was following, so I swerved to avoid it and my car turned over. It was a complete write-off. There have been a lot of other small things, but to have two major accidents in a short period of time has really scared me. This person worried that death was stalking him and had asked me to say a silent prayer for him when I was passing a shrine in Japan. There was a shrine near Asan's bar, so I went there and said a prayer. I took a photo of the shrine and tweeted it. It seems Asan heard about this indirectly, and then I, again indirectly, saw a tweet from her saying how pleased she was about it. Then, when she was coming to Tokyo again, she contacted me with another request. I don't know how to describe my relationship with Asan. We've met several times and have enjoyed talking, so we're not strangers, but then again, we're not really friends. Okay, wow. Okay. Chat, as I'm sitting here reading a story, I'm being told the story where someone flew off that ramp, drove to get their car, hit someone with their car, and then the person who got hit with the car is the one who survived to tell the tale. Well, I'm the one telling the tale, and I was not hit by a car. But the person who's still in the match is the one who got hit by a car. We're watching a story unfold as this person is going to run into someone else that we saw up the hill. Surely, right? I'm like actually really invested in what's going to happen with this person. Like it feels way too coincidental that I'm getting to see them run along and scamper and they haven't seen me yet. Thank you, Llama Costume. Where did they go? Oh, there we go. I don't want to get too close. I don't want to risk being seen. Anyways, chat, we're on the last 2 pages here, so we're getting close to ending this chapter. And I think either way, that makes what this match that we're currently experiencing the last one. Like, even if I don't finish the chapter in time of this match, I'll just proceed to just read the last 2 pages. Oh no. No, 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 no. That's not what I want. Okay. I'm still hanging in there, chat. I really want to get top 5. Fuck it. Thank you, BL. Oh no. Fighting for my life to remain above 100 health. Okay, I just have to be careful that I don't hit somebody with this blade, because I can very easily do that. Okay, so there's someone there. Someone there as well. This movement, chat. The switch. Oh, and 6. Dang. That's still enough. That's still enough. I was having a little too much fun. It's not enough. One more, chat. One more. One more for the road. For the road. Oh, it's that person. That skin again? That's like gold. Was that the ranked skin? I remember them doing like a skin you could get from playing ranked one season. That might have been it right there. This kind of vague relationship, which falls short of friendship, can be quite convenient. You don't feel you have to worry too much about the other person. There's no sense of expecting anything from each other. What if I did something to reduce the distance between us? I imagine that if the mental distance was reduced, the relationship would change. I think it's normally reassuring in life to have particular names for relationships: friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, couple, and so on. On the other hand, once a relationship is fixed, it seems to carry restrictions and responsibilities. If I'm somebody's friend, and they consult me about something, then I feel I should give advice. Every named relationship entails particular things you have to do, certain expectations you have to meet. If Asan and I were friends, and there was no more contact between us, then there might be a sense of awkwardness. Since we're not friends, we don't have to worry. As rental person, the way I interact with people is rather unusual, I suppose, but because of social media, the number of people I quote-unquote know, without actually having met them, is growing at an overwhelming rate. Although they're not even acquaintances, without ever meeting, you share discussion topics. The idea of followers on Twitter and Instagram reflects a new type of relationship, with those involved often not even knowing each other's real names. The detached nature of the relationship also shows up in the practice of talking about followers in terms of numbers. It may seem odd from the point of view of traditional communities, but this type of relationship, neither friend nor acquaintance, can be very agreeable. It allows people to feel less isolated, while letting them avoid the obligations of more fixed relationships. To give something a name is to distinguish it from other things. It draws a line, perhaps rental person, sits somewhere along the line between friend and stranger. Where exactly rental person will be in any particular case depends on what the client wants. It's up to them. I don't do anything myself. I don't trespass on their territory. And that is the end of chapter 3. And I closed my book without putting a bookmark where we were leaving off. So I'm going to have to open the book again and then put a bookmark back there for next time. And with that, I have an entire... Oh, I dropped the book on the floor, as well as a pair of scissors. Oh, it looks like I spilled sauce somehow on the book. Okay, apparently there was a ketchup packet just sitting on my desk, and when I knocked my book off, I knocked the ketchup packet off, and the book landed on the ketchup packet, and let's just say opened the ketchup packet with a use of force, and now it is on the book. I'll be right back. This is so dumb. How did I let this happen? Where did this thing even come from? Well, it's good to see that I'm not dead. That's what I say every morning, actually, when I wake up. More importantly, it's good to see that everything is cleaning off remarkably well. I suppose a good thing, with this being a library copy, is the fact that there is a plastic sleeve on the actual cover. So, no ketchup got on the book itself, just the plastic sleeve from the library. That's on top of the normal hard book cover sleeve. So, yay. I don't feel like I'm particularly needing to move yet. So, I'm just gonna chill here. It's nice that the last game. It's nice that the last game of this session is with one of my favorite skins. This is great. Maybe I could do a quest. This is perfect because I need 2 chuds. Run to me, Chuddy. Oh, well, shit. Just chill right there, other Chud. I'll be right back for you, baby. So I think I have to do this. And I have to do this with 2 types. You know what? I'm abandoning you, Chud. You're free. I have my eyes set on a new Chud. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'm getting lasered. This was pretty smart, right, chat? I'm getting. I know I'm tooting my own horn here, and I'm just gonna get myself jinxed. I feel like I'm getting really good at just getting away from people. Which makes sense, considering it's like the only thing I can do. Anyway, I'm going to join the voice call. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
join us.
What are y'all doing?
Electro.
You know.
Play only one hand type this room. Oh, it's gonna be lit.
I mean, I guess you got to go for something that's easy to form, or maybe something you can think you can hold on to. Oh, by the way, a little piece of advice for you. If your card has the times multiplier on it, you should put it on the right.
Oh, okay. I guess that's for the high.
Yeah, basically, your jokers trigger from left side to right side. So you want the ones that add mult to be before the ones that multiply it.
Oh.
Did y'all see the new Rivals of Aether 2 creator bundle?
No.
Yeah, they this actually happened today. They released an update where they added supporter creator codes,
Oh, you know what? Actually, I did see that.
and then they added the Mango Raster skin, and then the Alpharad Zetterbrain skin, and along with the supporter creator codes, they actually had like open applications, and they denied mine. So I'm actually kind of
What?
I'd approve your creator code. Just send it to me and I'll approve it.
Thank you, Pillar. I needed that. I met the
I'll give you a thumbs up.
requirements. I actually met the requirements to get one, so I think they just saw that I didn't like Rivals 2 and said fuck you, which is fair.
I mean, I probably wouldn't give someone a DLC code for a game that they don't enjoy.
Well, it wasn't necessarily a DLC code. It was more so like a supporter creator code in the same sense of like Fortnite's supporter creator code.
Fortnite.
Yeah, like you can buy stuff and then put in a creator code and they get a small cut. Which, you know, I'm just gonna say it. You know, use supporter creator code ISOR in the Fortnite item shop to help support your favorite creators. Trust me, if you give me the money, I will send the money to your favorite creators.
Go.
Oh, damn it, I misplayed that. That's fine. Could have been on it here too.
No surprise I gave him the H box.
Well, you know.
Even though he never plays the game anymore.
Well, you know.
What does Hbox play these days?
Balatro.
He has
True.
been. That's the worst part. It's been Melee, Balatro, and the Ultimate. It's a Balatro stream when he's up at like 2 in the morning and he's blasting this.
Need a chips card so bad.
I need a
Again.
fish.
Yo.
Exclamation mark.
Fish.
Thank you, BR. I needed that.
I will pull Chaz.
You
Mark
you got a
my
long
word.
way to go. You got a long way to go. And you're not
I
catching
got
Chaz. You're not catching Chaz with that single exclamation mark, Andy. Oh, you caught me. I can't believe clownfish is like a blue rarity. Like I figured that shit deserves epic.
And what?
This little fishing mini game on my stream that BL likes to fish. Call me John the Fisherman. Vic, did you ever listen to that song by Southern Culture on the Skids?
I have not yet.
Well, it's
Are they, like,
hillbilly rock.
Primus?
It's yeah, it's like it's hillbilly rock. Oh no. No. Please be enough. Please be enough. It's not enough. You know what? I'm done for it.
It's enough. Enough.
No, it's not. The sigh.
You're enough for me.
Thanks, Spiller. But am I enough for Platinum 3 in Fortnite 0 build ranked? I'm afraid
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, you are. I'm telling you now, you are.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Thanks. I needed that. Well, Chad, I went from Platinum 1 to teetering Platinum 3. I've gained 10 levels. I think I'm done with this whole Fortnite chicanery.
This
It's over.
this chicanery.
You don't mean that.
I'm not crazy.
You're so right.
Just watch this.
You're
Yarp.
Yark the Great?
You unleash the Negro.
It's time. Ping Anna.
Time to duel.
Time to
King
duel.
Anna?
Time to ping Anna.
For what?
Rise, Anna. Power.
Don't do that. I think she's playing Rivals with her friend Cyrus right now anyway.
Man, I need to juice this constellation some more. It's only at 3 times mole, and I'm already on NT6.
Yeah, I've been there.
Okay, what did I just say?
What did I just say?
Yeah, what did I just say?
Yeah, what did I just say?
Before that.
Before that.
What did I say about the game of Balatro?
About the game of Balatro?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, you're just asking me what you say, and I'm.
Yeah, I'm asking you what did I say before that?
You said before that.
Okay, so you don't know?
Okay, so you don't know? Like, how long am I
Damn
supposed to
it.
continue? All right, chat. Let me get the game situated. All
Wait, Jay.
right. Add game capture.
The best.
There you go. I've had for maybe like a few years at this point, I have jokingly referred to my game capture and my audio capture as just Fortnite instead of like game capture and stuff. But now that I'm actually streaming Fortnite more than anything else, I feel like I have to make just like cement that in as only Fortnite capture. So I just had to create new stuff called Fortnite that isn't Fortnite, and then game audio that isn't Fortnite.
Cool. That's cool. So you just have you have like a whole new setup?
Yeah,
You're
no.
doing a good.
It's not even a new setup. I just kind of stacked more shit on top of what was already there.
So everything's just Fortnite.
Everything's Fortnite. Always, forever,
Just
never.
as just like you asked for.
Yep. Just as the prophecies foretold.
Wait, hey, hey. We not live for the whole fucking. Lit land.
don't deserve power.
Are you saying he punched you?
How's the rivals going actually?
It's going good. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go Loxodont game 1 and then switch to random, and then it just gave me Loxodon off of random.
Nice.
So,
I think I'm done with Balatro for now.
I can really do that.
Check out this though. Doing a round, and I got $169 from beating one round.
That's
Looking at paper.
what card did
So one of the skip tags you can get gives you $25 when you defeat the boss. So I had that, and I had a bunch of the one where it doubles up the skip tag you pick up.
crazy? I mean, 169 is insane.
Yeah, so basically I had 8 of those, so 25 each, and then I got 9 from the round.
It looks real.
I'm getting outplayed, chat.
I'm a little too greedy over the phone.
Okay, I needed that. I'll go live so that way if I'm narrating stuff, I don't feel awkward for doing it. And
Yeah.
show non-video. Okay, then grid view. I gotta get the big outro run going, like for old time's sake.
Yeah. Big contra. Oh, that was clutch.
That's not. There we go.
It's a very scuffed run, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Hopefully the stupid people who want to watch Balatro played in such a tiny aspect ratio on my stream are okay with not being able to read anything because it's so tiny.
It's just the
stupid is such a
simulator
minimal-
mode.
It is.
Actually,
Yeah. These such harsh words for no good reason.
Damn.
Shit.
Celestial packs.
The Celestial packs have been hard carrying me with this multiplier constellation joker.
Oh yeah. There's also the one that there's the voucher that gives you that guarantees your most played hand always appears in the celestial packs. That's what's actually carried me. I like the constellation joker. Is it? I forget what the one is for the tarot, because there's another one.
That was not enough to get a stupid BS shit built.
Yo, Manu.
Manua, you're here.
This is weird, man.
Thank you, Manua. I needed that.
Manua joining into all the Balatro and Rivals content they could ever need.
Yeah. Which Manua loves both of those things. I think. Some shit.
I can wear this red steak typically.
I didn't get shield out in time. Oh!
Oh, that's crazy. Disables effect of every boss blind.
I didn't get lucky. I gambled. Oh no, I did get lucky. Oh, I'm so dumb. I
Didn't hit.
missed that.
So that nope, I didn't hit either. Not this hit me. Sucked.
I Daddy put it back. Yeah, Betty put her Betty print.
I think I've been given Randub's brain rot, where I just like I completely feel like I'm incapable of playing neutral in 1v1s anymore because I'm just so acquainted with doubles at this point.
Nice.
I've used it
Randoms
as
is
a
so fun.
crutch. It's taking over my brain.
Regular swimming. Yeah. I like your card.
It just means I have to do a little work. Just have to readjust.
Hey, would you like to play a good fighting game?
I'm good.
Okay, well, let me know when you find one, and we can play it together.
We'll do Billy.
I'm gonna go to the freeze right so we can trade our weapons for legendaries.
We're gonna make it. I'm gonna probably beat this on the red difficulty finally.
They're not. Go to the red team and get legendary. Period. That's right, Zachary.
Please. Yes.
Oh, he's okay. There he is. Thank you. Hey, can you do this one?
I forgot to hold on to my thing.
I can tell Maya is interacting with the little guy who upgrades your weapons for you in Fortnite.
Heads. Just for her. Chatter.
Yeah. I enjoy it. Like I enjoy hearing Maya and I enjoy the TV chatter because it just adds to my stimulation.
Stimulation spurt.
It's great. Yeah, they should make a game about like getting as much stimulation as possible.
Oh yeah.
We're playing it right now.
True.
I live it every day just sitting behind this television.
This might be the worst Joker to get at this point in the game. For rare.
What does it do? Create a tarot card?
If I have $4 or less, I'm so rich.
Bro, you were loaded!
Well, I guess you're just gonna be re-rolling a lot.
But I think this is the one rare one I get. But I want to discover it.
I'm behind you. Right here. Oh, you got an SUV? Oh. Oh, it's right up here.
Why to discover it? No one reroll.
Is that Fleet?
Now
I
let
think
me
they changed.
I don't know, is it?
I'll buy it again.
I don't know, Pillar. Thank you for contributing. Oh, it's fucking Claren.
You're a little close.
Close. Yeah, yeah. Place that bow with the sword.
I mean, they both got tippers.
Chaz both plays them in a very annoying ways. And that's the most important distinguishing factor in my opinion.
Got that right.
They're cold. Yeah, I wanna go get these. Bye, Bob. We lost.
Alright, we discovered a million things.
Wait, let me get this.
I was about to be like, wow, Vic, you can discover that much in Balatro, but then I'm like, wait a minute. It's that is not an accurate statement. That is an exaggeration of sorts.
Oh, this misprint Joker is gonna be fun.
Oh my god, I crushed it. I thought I was throwing.
Wobbly combly. I don't believe that's Falco.
Are those the happy feet?
Wobbly
I don't
combly.
believe that's Falco. Wombly combly. Wombly combly.
Oh, Vic,
Yeah.
you should put your blast cards after your lucky cards.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, because if the lucky card gives you extra mult, then the blast card will multiply that.
Oh, you're right.
Oh shit, Sage got knocked by Godzilla.
Karen was thinking I was just throwing.
Oh god. Okay, beat it up again.
I'm rich.
Blood. Keep coming over there. Yeah. Oh, how you gonna teleport back?
Purple out of back here sending me straight up. Oh, I lucked out. They missed They gambled everything on trying to hit my balls, and they couldn't slap me.